success or is not equal to happiness are two totally, completely distinct things. You can be happy and not successful. You can be successful and not happy. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Huite, and welcome back to our chat with Huite. Today, we're going to talk about how to actually be happy or contentment. So, but before we go there, let's talk about the three things that are definitely going to keep you from being a happy person. The first one is competition. You cannot be competing with people in your life. You cannot be competing and saying, such and such a person has this, therefore I should have it. You cannot say such and such a person is able to do that, therefore I should be able to do it. No, remember, you were born by yourself and you have a different purpose to everybody else around you. Like, who told you that you should pick one of your cousins or your friend or somebody at work and decide that you have to be better than that person? Because already that is pride, right? And that is not wise. Like, you don't know their circumstances that make them better in a certain area. Also, there's no one better than you, and there's no one less than you, right? We're all the same. There's no need to be competing for things. As long as you're going to compete, you're never going to be happy. I've seen people go out of their way to compete with other people who had an advantage, right? People who had leverage to do certain things. For example, somebody is given a scholarship at work. They don't have to leave their work to go to that school. They get paid even more stipend, right? And then you decide, I also have to do this. It's good to be encouraged by somebody or for somebody to be your role model, but you can't decide because this person did that, therefore I'm going to do it. Now you're going to quit your job, for example, and you're going to go to the school and pay for yourself. Next thing you feel, you've lost your work, your job, you didn't even finish school, and that is not the path that God had for you. That's not the path that you should have taken at that very moment, right? So it's important not to compete because you are going to end up hurting yourself. Just look at your life inwardly and see where you're supposed to be yourself, right? And then number 2 is comparison. And in this age where there's like things like Instagram, for example, it's very easy to start comparing yourself. Oh, this person lives like this person has this in their house, and I don't have it, and I feel bad. And this person has an amazing family, I don't have that. This person has, is traveling all the time. You don't know where they're getting the money to do that, okay? So you can't compare yourself to anyone. And like previously, like in the first point, you didn't come here with somebody else, right? You're supposed to like enjoy the blessings that you have at the moment. So comparison is literally the thief of joy. Stop looking at other people, seeing what they have that is better than you. Comparison is also very, very unfair because usually you're going to compare your first step with somebody else's 10th step, right? You're going to compare your first stages of starting something because in our lives, we're always maybe starting something, right? And you're starting this new thing and now you're like, look, everybody else is like has a PhD in this thing, but you didn't start together, and it's unfair, right? It's unfair to compare yourself. You are good enough as you are, right? And then the third one is envy and jealousy. You can't spend your life thinking about other people because that's what envy and jealousy are. You're busy counting other people's blessings and leaving yours, right? You're using your energy, your thinking capacity, your words on other people. You're busy saying, Huizi has this thing, Paul also has that jacket. Like, look at your own jacket. I feel like if I'm envious or jealous, I feel like I'm disrespecting myself because why can't I think about myself, right? Also, it's gonna make you be a bad person, because all these things, I always say we're not stupid. We're made by a good God, by a very intelligent God. People are not stupid. Once you start even a little bit comparing yourself to them, or competing, or being envious or jealous, they can see it. People are not dumb. They can see it, and it comes across as bitter, and it's just not cute, and we don't want to do that. And now, how to be a contented person. Look at the things that you have. Be aware of the good things that are happening in your life, and enjoy them. And also learn to enjoy things that are not bought with money, things that are not materialistic. Enjoy time with your family, enjoy time with your friends, enjoy taking a walk, running, all those, go walking in nature. Those things will help you to enjoy life itself. Life is better than material things. Material things are not equal to happiness. I've seen people who have material things, and they're just like, people, like, they'll still have jealousy, envy, and dissatisfaction. Like, they'll still, like, let's say you bought your second-hand car, and they bought a brand new big car, and they just like, I should have bought one that kind of looks like yours. And you just look like, what? When are you gonna be satisfied? When are you gonna be happy? Somebody told me about some guy who's always boasting about how he's building a huge house somewhere, and he's always like talking about it all the time. The next thing, he goes sees somebody else's small house, and he's like, I should have also built a smaller one. Like, can you see that success has got nothing to do with happiness? Happiness is actually a choice. You decide that I am happy with the thing that I have right now. My life, I am blessed, I am able to go to work, or I am healthy, or I've got people around me who love me. Happiness is not equals to success. It's a choice. So you can have successful people who choose not to be happy. Have you seen how poor people will be so happy? Like in the villages, they're like just excited, going to play with their friends, football, whatever, staying around with grandma, talking to grandma, learning about how she used to live like 50 years ago, 100 years ago, whatever. So happiness has got nothing to do with success. And then I wanted to talk about something that's even bigger than contentment or happiness. There's satisfaction, right? One thing that like gives so much satisfaction. Oh my goodness, that thing is like, guys, like, you must experience this, right? So a few friends of mine and myself, we have this little organization, right? We contribute money, just a little money monthly, and we identify people who are in need, people who are what do you call it, disadvantaged or underprivileged, whatever, and like families. And then sometimes we go out and buy them groceries, give them maybe clothes that we feel they can use and things like that. Oh my goodness. And every time you come back from those types of missions, like, that like you're the happiest person ever. You feel so full. You know how you can get full with food, right? This time it feels like you're filled up in your soul. Like, there's nothing better. That like you are the happiest person around. You're like, if anything fills you up again, you'd probably burst, because you're like, oh my goodness, that thing feels so good. So sometimes we even go out to like even prisons, and went to do hospitals. Because of COVID, we couldn't do that. And just where people need love, attention, even food, things that you already have, we go out and do that. And man, that thing feels amazing. You must try it, like, get with a few people, contribute even like 50 pula, which is equivalent to around like $5 or 10 rands, whatever your currency is. whatever you can afford, and then decide that, okay, we just pop out this money monthly, and then we go around. If we identify maybe a student that's in need, you can see that one of our friends works at a school, and you see that that's a needy student. They don't have proper uniform. It's probably needy at home. You get their sizes. And she was also once at a boarding school. We bought like soap, for washing his uniform, for bathing himself, and the student was like, oh, now happy, confident. You can make a huge difference in someone's life, and that'll give you the biggest satisfaction that even Elon Musk does not have, right? Because I remember when we talk about happiness being a choice, because you will always need something. You will never have everything. Even Elon Musk doesn't have everything. Somebody gave that example with Elon Musk. I think he wanted to buy Twitter and he couldn't afford it, something like that. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I've never thought of Elon Musk not having enough money. So there's always something that we're going to need. The choice is ours. Success or is not equal to happiness are two totally, completely distinct things. You can be happy and not successful. You can be successful and not happy. We tend to think that if we achieve a certain thing, we'll be happy. No, you can be happy now. It's literally a choice. So while you go hard after your dreams, remember to just be happy. Be happy where you are. You're already blessed. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you next time, and please hit the subscribe button.